Blah, blah, blah.
I get to be the Ferris wheel.
Educational collaborator and divisional director? Well then. You too can make meth.
Chemistry that Herb bought for himself. His brother Billy.
Wow.
Let's
A well
all watch Billy
sentence.
And Herb and the chemistry set. And perhaps we'll learn some things about fair play.
And a little something about chemical warfare.
In this story, we want you to think about questions. Questions such as,
Should Hawaii and Alaska be welcomed into the Union?
perhaps when the story is over, you'll want to talk about
The what? Wait, what was the end of the sentence?
doing. He starts with two clear letters.
Well, the bad news is you have
It would
rabies.
be fun to do experiments.
Young Timothy Leary gets to work.
Isn't going to let Billy try.
I will eat you in your sleep.
Billy wants his dad to make Herb let him do it. He says Herb's not fair.
Look at his pants. He looks like Daddy-O.
Dad thinks perhaps he'd better explain to Billy.
Son, when a man loves a chemistry set,
Herb shares most of his things with Billy, but maybe it is fair for Herb to keep his own chemistry set and not let Billy play with it. After all,
Dad, have you ever thought to check Herb's pupils once in a while?
how to use the chemistry things safely. He might break something or hurt himself.
or cause another Chernobyl. Hey, meth cooked yet?
Mom, Herb, why are you naked?
Herb earned the set for himself, so he has a right to it.
Get out or I'll turn you into a newt.
What about it? To play fair, should Herb share the chemistry set?
Think about it, won't you? Thank you.
Well, Herb didn't share the set. He used it alone all evening.
Herb cured cancer. Moral is, don't share.
On Saturday morning, the boys usually help by doing the dishes, but what's this tug of war?
A fight over who's more Brady?
He says his pants are higher than mine. Tell him that's not true.
Well, who's
Vivian
turn is
Vance.
it to wash the dishes? Herb's turn. Billy's turn.
Aha, dynamite beats gun.
Is always fair, but here's another question to think about.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to hear it,
Decide whose turn it is.
Is their typical routine of Russian roulette too strict?
Mother thinks it's fair to make a rule and follow it.
Mother learned this in Sing Sing.
Turns on the calendar. Herb is older, so he will wash today while Billy drives.
yes, Billy gets a break, but he better watch out next Monday.
Wash the dishes. So Herb and Billy can play fair by taking turns and by obeying the rules.
Then Mother is disowned for flagrant communist ideas.
Dun 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 dun.
Herb
Ah, fake.
must have been on a sharp knife in the sink. Mother will have to clean the cut.
Well, Billy apparently checks out her ass.
And Billy,
Does this bother when I poke you? Does this bother you when I poke you? Ding 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 ding.
another way to play fair is to be helpful.
Here, I broke out the good liquor.
Well, Billy
Dun 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 dun.
went
Hey, Billy, want to play a game?
Herb's chemistry set. Herb,
Come play with me. Come play with
you'll
me.
never find out.
Billy notices the stack of Playboys but shrugs them off in favor of scientific exploration.
Chemistry set.
Should Billy deliberately disobey him and put Nala in danger?
Remember your answer to that question.
But I forgot it already.
See how Billy makes out.
Let's not. That would be weird.
Things look strange to Billy.
Lysergic acid, diethylamide, ergotamine tartrate, red phosphorus, ephedrine, iodine, amphetamine, phenylacetone, coca extract?
Over the lips, over the gums, look out stomach, here it comes.
There.
Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Now.
And up from the tube came a bubbling crude.
Dun dun dun. Billy watches in horror as his hand becomes a hideous claw-like appendage.
Stained with harmless chemical ink.
Well, nitric acid isn't completely
Herb's
harmless.
waiting for the bandages. Here they are, to fix Herb's hand.
30 minutes later.
Billy's stained hand. Well, a little bandage like this will keep dirt out of Herb's cut.
But not the hatred out of Herb's soul.
But Billy offers to wash and dry the dishes.
Shove off, man!
Herb thinks he could help. But don't you suppose Billy sort of wants to do something for Herb to make up for the chemistry accident?
Think about it, won't you? Thank you.
It's a good chance to work with the chemistry set.
Oh, that's what they're calling it these days.
Herb will find out about the broken test.
If only there were bandages for my guilt!
But Mother thinks the cut heals a bit, and she goes back to finish her work.
As a lion tamer.
Suddenly it's a Chaplin film.
Now Herb remembers that it's time for Billy's favorite program, and he offers
My Favorite Husband, starring Lucille Ball and Richard Denning.
to play fair.
I know, David.
With lots of fresh milk and fruit, so you'll grow big and strong.
Oh, the grocery list station.
To the adventures of Mary and Eddie. When we last saw our young friends, the captain had just landed their rocket plane on the
Billy
surface of the moon.
isn't really listening to the radio, is he?
Billy is listening to the murderous demons in his head.
Herb has been playing fair with Billy, and Billy ought to play fair too. He ought to tell Herb about the chemistry set.
Should I tell Herb about the chemistry set? Should I tell Mother and Father about those dreams I've been having? Should I tell them about the weird way I've been waking up every morning?
Has only a little money saved. He'd been planning to buy some marbles.
Must wash off the guilt. Still not clean.
He won't have enough left to buy his marbles.
Marbles being codenamed for crack.
What should Billy do? To play fair, should Billy buy the marbles or the test tube?
Or forget them both and visit the dog track.
Well,
Screw it.
decides he will play fair. And after he tells Herb, Billy will go up and clean up the mess he's left in Herb's room.
Billy will then sacrifice a goat to atone for his sins.
So Billy...
Bela Lugosi is watching you.
And there's Herb's chemistry set, just as good as new. Herb is pleased that Billy played fair.
Thanks, kiddo. Yeah, sure thing. Bite me, you bastard.
Feels better this way. And do you know what Herb decides?
Hey, Billy, ever wanted to go to Mexico?
Said some of the time.
Boy, have I!
Billy how to do it safely. That is, if Father and Mother agree.
It'll give us more time to bump uglies, honey.
Why, of course. They're glad that Herb and Billy have learned to play fair. Herb and Billy are glad, too. And what have we learned about fair play?
That it's almost non-existent in Major League Baseball?
To play fair, when should we share?
Damn it, I didn't think there was gonna be a test.
How do we decide whose turn it is?
I don't know. Cage matches always seem pretty effective.
Should we respect the property of other people?
Servants and wives?
What should we do to make up for our mistakes?
Kill all the witnesses.
What is fair play?
You were supposed to teach us that. Criminy.
Well, until the next... A sex man! Finn!